when you look at the fifth commandment and you start working through the realities of that, which are the hierarchical structures that are there, go through the Westminster Confession of Faith on the fifth commandment, and you start seeing that everything that happens in our society and our culture has a touching point directly back to the home, right back to the father, right back to the mother, right back to the obedience. It's where you get hierarchy. And the number one thing that has destroyed our culture right now is the breakdown of that hierarchy. The fact that we have all become egalitarian. And what I mean by that is that nobody has any distinctions. When we say things like master and servant or superior and inferior, it gets all of our nerves like, ooh, how dare you? Well, that's just a breakdown of the fact that we don't know what those things, those are good things. Those are beautiful things to have a master, to be a servant, to be in submission to someone else, right? Those are beautiful things. And so when those things break down, they break down not just in the home, but all the way in society. It was part of this, I was watching a film back in the day as Ninja Turtles. Michelangelo was fighting.
What movie?
Ninja Turtles. The old one. Ninja Turtles. I think it was the first one.
He's starting to get live action. He's starting to get back into blasphemy.
No. I didn't say Michelangelo was a god.
No,
okay?
I was actually starting to get excited. Go ahead.
But one of the things that Michelangelo did, he's fighting these guys, and he hits a guy with his nunchuck, knocks him in the head, and then he turns around. He's like, "Man, I love being a turtle." And as I was thinking about rightly ordered loves, Michelangelo is in a fight. It's not fun. But he loves who he is in the battle that he's fighting. And when he does what he's supposed to do, built the way he is, he loves it. And there's a passion for it and a joy that comes with it. And then he runs off and does some more of it again. And I was thinking, I want to create in my home the type of hierarchical structure where my son loves being under me. He says, "Dad, I love being your son." My wife says, "I love being your wife." My daughter says, "I love that you're my father." How do I produce those kind of joys inside of the structure where there's a joyful husband who sees a chaotic mess, takes responsibility for it and says, "This is my mess." And fills his heart and his mind with the joy of fixing it. I'm going to fix this today. I'm going to fix that today. Instead of the posture of, "Oh, I got to fix this.
Right.
I got to fix this." Like, God gave me this. In some sense, I'm responsible for all of it. I probably caused some of it.
Maybe more than
I think. Repent of it,
yeah,
and then take joy in the fixing of it, so that I'm creating the realities of, oh, this is what a man acts like. The reason the Dana White thing bothers me is because when you have in an egalitarian culture, what Dana White's situation looks like is, well, she hit him first. Mm-hmm. It's like, wait a second, you're a man. You're designed to take a certain type of fight and to love that fight. If your wife is out of order, you don't then start to act like a woman. You don't then lose. You're a man. You keep your temper. You use anger as a tool to make things right, not as a reaction because something happened.